Article 26 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights reads, "Everyone has the right to education. Education shall be free, and higher education shall be equally accessible to all on the basis of merit. Education shall be directed to the full development of the human personality and to the strengthening of respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms. It shall promote understanding, tolerance, and friendship among all nations and racial or religious groups." So this article is particularly important for me for several reasons. First, as a woman, especially a woman in higher education, academia, in a graduate degree program, the phrase "higher education shall be equally accessible to all on the basis of merit" is particularly meaningful. I am constantly reminded day to day of the fact that it was not that long ago that I, as a woman, would not have been allowed in the same room as my male counterparts, as my male academics. And even now, we've improved so much in the past, century, but we still, have to fight to have seats at the table and for our voices and opinions to be heard and actually taken seriously. You see that across all disciplines, whether it's the sciences, the humanities, in law. And, it's even more so for, my women of color counterparts who have to fight even harder for the same opportunities that I'm afforded. So for me, the statement that higher education should be available to all peoples on the basis of merit alone is incredibly meaningful and personally validating. So the second section of Article 26 is also particularly meaningful to me. In it states that education shall be directed to the full development of the human personality and to the strengthening of respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms. Now, I think this statement and what it says about the true meaning and sort of nature of education really gets to the core of what democracy is and what it should be. One of the core tenets of democracy and the freedoms enshrined in our Constitution is the right to freedom of speech and opinion and the freedom to access information free from interference from authorities. These freedoms are at the core of every democratic institution, and ensuring these freedoms, democracy ensures that we as people have the ability to grow both intellectually and personally. In fact, it requires it. Education, specifically education that allows us as individuals and communities to grow and learn to respect one another more fully, ensures the strength and continuance of democracy in this country and beyond. I think that's particularly important for us on a day-to-day and for the State Department as a whole. So that is what Article 26 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights means to me.